Hey ho, fellow travelers. Good morning from the beautiful Ocean Key, MSC's private island in the Bahamas. But that is not what we're here today for. We are going to bring you a full walking ship tour of MSC's Grandiosa. Grandiosa just came to the United States. She's not a new ship. She was built in 2019, about 180,000 tons, which makes her slightly larger than Seashore, but pretty much smaller than World America. Holds roughly about 6,000 passengers. And we are going to start the tour on deck 19. Now, Grandiosa just came to the United States. She will be here in the 2026 season up until April, May, and then she goes back to Europe. But then she comes back here for the winter season, the off season, in 2026, and then she will be here all of 2027. So eventually she's going to replace Seashore on the 3-4 day cruises when World Atlantic gets here. But we're going to start here on deck 19, and this is 19 aft, near the funnels, as you can see. This is the water park, and up here you have 3 different water slides. Morning. They have 2 raft, raft water slides, and then they have 1 regular water slide on the other side. They also have a child splash pool up here, and they have a Himalayan rope course also up here. So there's quite a bit of activity on this deck. So they're doing some maintenance up here, but I think I can get up over here. Yeah, just gotta be careful. So that gives you a pretty good look at deck 19. Over here is the entrance to the water slides. Over behind here, there's a little gelato stand, and I think they have also some other refreshments. Now, the other thing too is, at the forward of deck 19, and we can't take you out there, is top 19. That's an Aurora and Yacht Club only area. Since we do not have either of those, I can't take you up there. But in that area they have a hot tub and lots of sun chairs and stuff like that. So the only way to get up here is from deck 18. They have these stairs, 1 on either side. So we are going to take the stairs down to deck 18. So if you take the elevator to deck 19, you will not be able to get into that area without coming back and around. And on deck 18, we have this beautiful sun terrace here, but this is the Horizon Bar. And at night here, they'll have events that are all 3 of these levels, and of course we will explore those here in a minute. So the Horizon Bar is at the aft. And then you do have a hot tub only on the starboard side here. So the lower area is the adult only area. Now we're gonna head back, and this is the Attic Club. So we're gonna start heading into Dory Mealand, which is the youth center. And they do hold things up here occasionally, but this is mostly for teens. And then you have the Attic Club bar and the teen club. So the teen club is 15 to 17, young club is 12 to 14. And then you have this hallway that separates all the Dory Mealand stuff. So you have the front desk here for the youth center. And this is all provided with your cruise. And they, MSC has an exclusive agreement with Lego. So you can see they have a lot of Lego. They even have this Lego lab over here for the kids. And that is also part of the youth center. So you have your Dory Me Land. So that covers all of that, all the way out until you go out to the Horizon Bar, and then that's the adult area. Now, on this part of deck 18, you do have restrooms, and this is right near the elevator bank before you get in the Dory Me Land. And we're still heading forward. And this is the Sky Lounge. And the Sky Lounge is a great place. If you're familiar with Royal Caribbean, the Viking Crown Lounge on the older ships, same basic concept. At night, they do have entertainment here. They've had a jazz band that's been really good. We've been listening to them at night. And it provides you an amazing look at Ocean Key. There's Lighthouse Beach. We usually snorkel over there, but we're gonna head to Bimini today because we haven't been there in a while. So Sky Lounge goes all the way back here. There is a private area over here we'll take you to. And then there is a bar up here, and sometimes they serve refreshments. So they'll have snack cakes and stuff like that up here. And has a good overview of the pool area. Okay. So you can access that little area I was talking about, and you kind of see it through here. Those windows go through to that area. I think it's a smoking lounge, actually. And this is the Sea Lounge. Yeah, it's the smoking area. So this is a smoking area. Looks like it has a little fireplace over there. But it's a nice private little area, and it's probably smoking because you can keep it isolated. All right. And that is on the starboard side. So that pretty much, and if you've ever watched my other ship tours, MSC has really good mapping. So the forward section of deck 18 is Yacht Club. We can't get in there, so we're just gonna go down to deck 17. Or actually, there is no deck 17. We're going down to deck 16. In Italy, oh hi. In Italy, 17 is an unlucky number, like 13 is here. So on most of their ships designed for Italy, or Europe, they won't have a deck 17. But it's funny because World America doesn't have a deck 17 or deck 13. All right, so we are on deck 17. You can see the Sportplex. That's starboard side. So this is forward on deck 16. And we have the gym. That's a nice gym because you can actually look out and see the pool area. Morning. And as you can see, they have a ton of equipment. So if you feel inclined, they also have a World America. They had the policy, I think it's the same on all MSC ships, where if you're 15 up, you can go in there without supervision. But if you are before like 12, if you watch my World America, they have the sign I get to show you. All right, so we have an arcade here. Deck 16, starting to head aft. And this is all off the aft elevators. So we're gonna go forward after this. And they have more games here. And that's a stairwell that goes up to the kids club. And over here we have the sports court. Right now they're doing pickleball, the most popular sport at sea. And then over here we have our Indy simulators, or F1 simulators, sorry, don't shoot me. Our F1 simulators. You have a working bowling alley. Now this is charged. I think it's like $10 for a half hour, something like that. You got bowling balls in there. And then here you have a VR maze. So everything here is extra charge in this area. They do have the Fun Pass, which allows you to save some money. You know, they don't open until 3 o'clock because we are at Ocean Key. And look, they even have bowling shoes. And you have the sports bar and a couple more games over here. You have lots of sitting here. And then we can go out back here. This will take us out to the adult pool, Horizon Pool. With its very unique artwork. A snorkeling hippo. And they do have one pool back here. Like I said, the hot tub is up there for this area. But I don't think the hot tub's adult only because I've seen kids in it the whole time. And of course they're doing more maintenance, which is what you want to see. And then this, I'm going the wrong way. This is the running track. It spans deck 16, I'll show you. And you have some showers here before you get in the pool. That's MSC's new island that they're building. They say no, that they know what they're gonna do with it, but there's a lot of speculation. Some crew members say it's for yacht club. Some crew members say it's extra charge. Some crew members say whatever. It's MSC hasn't officially announced it, so we're just going to go with unknown usage. As you see, during the day they bring out these sun chair loungers, but during the morning it's pretty much a running track. And there's the sports court with the ongoing pickleball. And they have various activities, volleyball, basketball, in the sports court. So you can just check and see what kind of activities you want for the day. You can pass these windbreakers. It's warm out here today. Yesterday at Nassau was really nice. As you can see, they have a ton of loungers, but they probably won't bring those out until they're done painting. Okay, we are coming to the pool deck. And this is the upper part of the pool deck. You can see they have a bridge that connects the two sides. We are currently on the port side. And then we have hot tubs. And these are kind of like a crescent shaped. And they do have one on each side. So you can overlook Ocean Key in the hot tub if you wanted. Or you could overlook the ocean on a hot tub if you wanted. They have tons of loungers. And it's a good size main pool, but there are, what, 4 pools technically? Because that's 2 pools. I guess it's 1, because it's still connected by water. So 3 pools. I'm gonna show you the other pool here in a second. And like I said, up there is Yacht Club. So if you don't have a yacht club, well, actually, I think this area is not yacht club, and the furthest area is. Yeah, just more sun chairs. There is no hot tub up here. And this is an overlook for the indoor pool, which we're going to get to in a second. Yeah, this is just the sun area, and then that is where the yacht club starts. See the doors? Okay. We're just walking off breakfast. Now we're going to go into Safari Pool. And this is the climate controlled indoor pool. And then they do have a hot tub on either side, up here. And then they have a hot tub on either side down there, plus the pool. Now this is family area, so kids can be in all of these, just as a warning. And then they also have, I'll take you over in a second. This connects directly to the forward elevators. They do have a restroom on either side. Men's on port, women on starboard. And if you ever can't remember the name of the pool, Safari Pool. And this is the forward area on deck 16. So you have your forward elevator bank, and then you have your MSC Yacht Club. And this is the main level of Yacht Club. And then you have doors on either side to take you in. So if you're not familiar with MSC, Yacht Club is their ship within a ship concept. So it is their high-end, you get a butler and all the other fun stuff. We haven't done it yet, but it's on our list. So continue around. Like I said, you do have a hot tub on the port and on the starboard on the lower end, plus the main pool. And then you have decorations for the safari. And on port and starboard on this level, deck 16, you have hot tubs that jut out over the side. And these are 8-person hot tubs. See, maximum capacity, 8 people. And then at the back of this area, you have your table games. So you got ping pong, and you got foosball. And these are all free. So they'll have the thing with all the materials, the sports materials. It looks a little light right now, but and there's a ping pong table also over there. All right, we're gonna go back up, go down to deck 15 and catch you up from there. All right, we're now on deck 15. So there is an entrance to Yacht Club here, but that's not the main level. You have to take the stairs up to that. And we are on the main level for the safari pool. So let's go out. We'll go starboard. They do have a lot of seating out here, which is nice. There's more sun loungers up on deck 16. There's a lot of tables and stuff down here, so if you're trying to find a place to put your stuff, you can put it down here. This is also where they keep their quinins. There is a bar at the back. It's not open right now, but when it's open. So if you have the drink package, you can get your drink and head to the pool. Now MSC does have 2 differing policies on bringing drinks into a pool. All right, we are now on the main pool deck. We are on the starboard side. On the port side, this is the smoking area. And there is a bar over here. So if you are trying to avoid, this is the Atmosphere Bar North. So this is the bar at the forward of the pool deck, and that is the smoking section. So if you're trying to avoid that, stick to the starboard. And then as you can see, they have the main pool, and you have all these beds. The beds are first come, first serve. They're not reserved or anything like that. Okay, these are reserved for handicaps. And then you have lots of tabling and stuff. We're gonna go into the buffet. And you see there's lots of loungers on the top deck too, deck 16, as well as deck 15. And that's that bridge I was telling you about. And these are secret elevators. They have one on port and one on starboard. And they got glass, so they're pretty cool. But they're not as popular because they're kind of hidden away. Particularly in the other decks, they're usually down like a long hallway. Over here, you have the other part of the bar, and they also have the soft serve over here. So if you're looking to get your delights on, over there. That's on the starboard side. On the port side, oh, they got chocolate and lemon soft serve, so they're doing it here. All right. They do, like, for lunch, they do hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, and they have some breakfast stuff also, if you're looking for a quick, easy breakfast. And now, we're going in to the Marketplace Buffet. It is still breakfast time, so it's going to be very crowded in here. The main area has all the washing sinks. I'm not grabbing food, or anything. So I'm not going to wash, but I do advise, they do have these washing stations when you come in the sides. So this is the forward area of the buffet. And like I said, breakfast is ongoing till 11:30 today. And then they shut down from 11:30 to noon to get ready for lunch. Actually, yesterday, they were starting the lunches before they even shut down. But your mileage may vary. You want to be respectful of everybody.
All those cars are like on the way. We're like all
All right. So as you can see, they have the pizza stations up here, the regular pizza, and then they have another pizza station in the back. So basically it's a big square that has all your stuff on it. Now there are only a handful of complimentary dining on the ship. This is something they definitely improved on with World America. We have noticed that the back tends to be quieter than the front. So, and they do have pretty much everything the same back here. Except for their pizza station. Their pizza station, they serve puffy square pizza. MSC is known for their pizza, just not that pizza. Their regular pizza is fantastic. And then you have a drink station back here. And then this is an outdoor alfresco dining area, but also something of note, they have a restroom back here, one on each side, as well as hand washing stations, because you can actually get here from, there's some stairs we'll show you. But this is the alfresco dining. You can come out here and enjoy, like today is very pleasant in the shade, just not in the sun. So you can come out here for a nice view. All right, we are deck 14 through deck 14 through 8 are cabins. So I'm gonna pick you back up on deck 7. Okay, we are coming to deck 7. I would have took the secret elevators, except we're not entirely sure where they're let out here, so it's easier just to take the aft elevators. Which actually I took the stairs because the elevators were taking forever. All right, now we are in the casino. So the casino is located deck 7 aft, and as you can see, they have this kind of elaborate way in. And we will start on starboard. Oh, it's actually open. Never mind, we won't start on starboard. All right. Luckily, I recorded this yesterday knowing that this is a possibility. So I will put that in here. All right, and this is the casino. This is deck 7 aft. And we are in a port day, so it is open. It is open, but I mean, it is closed. That's what I meant to say. All right, so on the port side, which would be the left side of the ship, because we're facing aft right now, we have all the tables, and they got roulette, and poker, and blackjack, and, well, actually, it's just blackjack. Video poker, it's right there. And they also have the change machine, and of course there's always a bar in the middle. Now this is a smoking casino. MSC had been doing smoking casinos in a separate area, but I guess this is an older ship, so they hadn't done that yet. And you got craps and whatever that is, I have no idea. So, oh, it's roulette. It's digital roulette. On the back wall on this side, you have the cashier. And of course, on the starboard side, you have a ton of slot machines. So, there you go. Yeah. It's a good size. I guess this is a no smoking section, but you're gonna get a ton of smoke. So now let's go back to the carousel. And back here at the carousel, they have 2 shows on this sailing. I think it's always 2 shows. Strings and suites. Now we did strings and we're doing suites. And strings is quite a different show. Yeah, there's suites is tonight's show. So we'll see that later. And there's the Carousel Lounge. And it's open during the day. I don't know if it's just because we're at port day. And you do have a bar. Now when you book the show, they will have complimentary drinks because you have to pay to get into the show. So there's 1 non-alcoholic and then 2 alcoholic options. I can't say I was thrilled with the first night's non-alcoholic option. And this is the Carousel Lounge. And then this is a big stage and it does circles. Stuff fall from the top. If you watch our day 1 video, you can see strings. Honestly, for $15 pre-cruise, it's easily worth the price. It is a great show. It's unique and it's not a cookie cutter. And I do recommend the seats over here. On our show last night, it didn't fill up. All that was empty. It's just a nice place to come back and relax during the day. So. All right, let's go back forward. All right, we are gonna go forward on deck 7 to the Galleria. Now the Galleria comprises 2 levels. This is the top level, deck 7. And as you see, it's very reminiscent of Royal Caribbean with the promenade. So if you call it promenade, don't feel bad. Let us start on the starboard side. Now MSC, generally the starboard side is the one that's going to face Ocean Key. So if you're booking a room, you want the even numbers. You have a bar. This is the champagne bar. Yeah. And obviously it's closed. It's only 11 o'clock in the morning. And there you have your Ocean Key look. While people are heading out, we're gonna head out after this. And you can see there is a straight down, that's the deck 5. So at the end here, the reason why I chose to go this side is because you can't go any further. This is the El Campo restaurant, and this is your Aurora restaurant. So, you can see they put ice for the champagne to stay cool. So now we're gonna head to the port side on deck 7. This is called the Infinity Atrium. On this side is a sales pitch. It's kind of like they call it outlet at sea, but you have different, it's like the Effie jeweler on the ship. Hey. And then you have the most important area on any ship, the future cruise desk. So if you're ready to book your next MSC cruise, you come on here and they'll help you get hooked up. And there's a lot of special offers if you book on ship. Unfortunately, we already booked our next MSC due to some weekend deals. Oh, there's the hidden elevator on deck 7. I did not see one on the port side, but there's starboard side, but there will be one on each side. And again, if you ever need it, the map is fantastic. So it does show, it looks like it's to the right, I don't know. Okay. This is Butcher's Cut. This is a specialty restaurant, so it's an extra charge restaurant. So if you get the dining package, to come on day 1, get your dining scheduled. And then down there is deck 6. It's also the Galleria. And then now we have our teppanyaki restaurant and our sushi restaurant. This is all on the port side. Starboard is still the El Campo. And then you have crew access. All right. We will cut over here in a minute. So also on the port side, we have Masters of the Sea, and this is a bar. You can get a pretty good idea. Here's what they have on tap. So if you see your favorite beer, just come on in here. It's actually very comfortable. It's a little echoey right now. And they do have evening and entertainment here with a guitarist. Then you have these booths over here. These are pretty cool. All right, very nautical themed. We also have seating out here.
I don't know where it is.
You have your wheel. You can steer the ship from here. I kid. And then on the starboard side, on deck 7, we have TV, studio, and bar. I don't know why it's called that, but. And then here, they have a lot of events. You have the bar there. And here they have a lot of events like trivia, karaoke, that type of thing. And it's basically just a large room. But it's pretty neat to have that up all day. And I think they have a broadcast room right here. I think that's where they do their on-ship production. Oh, I always thought that was a screen. That is not a screen. That's an actual clock with cherubs. All right, something else you'll notice on here is this large screen that goes all the way down the Galleria. And at night they will have shows, so that you can come out here and watch, and they'll play music and stuff, and it's pretty cool. And they'll have different things displaying throughout the day. So as we continue on deck 7 forward, you have the Aurora Spa, and then here is where you do all your massages. They have a thermal spa, and MSC does thermal spas, right? They actually have a bunch of stuff. It's actually worth it. Whereas like Royal Caribbean, you don't want to pay for it. They also have all your skincare stuff you can come and get. They got stylists. Good morning. You just come to the front desk and they'll get you scheduled. They have a barber shop. They have hairstylists. They have everything. So schedule that on day 1 so that you can get the time and date you want during your cruise. The spa is pretty fully featured. This is a thing that MSC does really well. There's these shower here, but we'll come back to them later. To the right, to the left, you have the salt meditation room. Yeah, basically it's just a warm room with some salt. It's supposed to have some benefits. And then we come up to some showers on the right, and then on the left here is the Finnish sauna. So this is the really hot sauna. So don't stay in there a long time. On the right here is the cold room, and it's really cold. There's like ice and snow on the inside. So if you go in there, you expect to be cold. Don't go straight from the sauna to there unless you like torturing yourself. And then over here on the left is the lesser sauna. So this is the sauna that's still really warm, but it's not blazing hot. And of course, one great thing about MSC thermal spas is they have a hot tub in here. But this one actually has two. And then there are these two rooms, and they're called harmonic vibe relaxation rooms. Pretty much it's just like a comfy, like relaxing music. We didn't really notice anything else about them. And then of course we come to the steam rooms. This is the regular steam room on the left here. And then we have the dark aromatic steam room coming up on the left also. And those are fun. And then we can't take a camera in there. You won't be able to see anything. And now we have the showers that we entered from. This is called the Water Paradise. And basically you push this button. And when you push this button, each jet or mist lasts a minute. And it's hot, cold, kind of wakes you up. It's a lot of fun. And then there's a hallway here to the left, and these are Mediterranean shower rooms, and basically they're explained as kind of like a steam room, but not as hot. So we didn't really get a chance to use those. And then you have the hot beds and this wonderful whirlpool at the end. Port day, sometimes you'll get special discounts and whatnot, but they also have restrooms up here. So you have women's on the port side and men's on the starboard. Sorry, I have to position myself right to remember which is which. All right, we are coming down to deck 6. And deck 6 is the main desk for the Galleria. It's also the area you're going to enter the ship. So that is through here. You'll have these big doors, those big solid doors. That's where you come onto the ship. Now when you're at a port, it's deck 4. But when you're at the main area, and we are going to go into the theater. This is the main theater, the Comedy. So yes, the carousel, those shows, those are extra pay. If you pre-book them for $15, they're very worth it. Even on the ship, it's $18. So we are now on the port side because we are heading aft. This is the boutique. This is going to be like your high-end clothing shop. See from the mannequin, Boss. They do Guess, Izod, all kinds of like higher end clothes. And these are always closed during port days, so fancy dresses. That's the fancy dress shop. I think that's the official term. No, it's the Grandiosa Boutique, fashion and accessories. This is all connected with the boutique we saw over there. Now we're gonna go to the starboard side. And here, I don't have the name. The Grandiosa Bar and Lounge. This is in the forward section of deck 6. And they do have a stage here. They do have entertainment here at times, so keep an eye on the planner. They have plenty of seating, so don't worry about that. And even if they don't, you can still hear it quite well from the Galleria. Now off to quite a nice favorite place, Jean-Philippe chocolate bar. And these are all chocolate sculptures that they do. And you can buy chocolate. They have macarons over there. They have various flavors. They also serve coffee and hot chocolate here. And that's probably some of the best chocolate and hot coffee on the ship. So they sell all this chocolate. You can take some home. They make great gifts. That's what we tend to do. And then you have Ola Taco, and that's on the port side. And this is, you can do, if you do it before you get on the ship, it's like $19.95. If you do it while you're on the ship, it's $24.99. Oh, sorry. And here's a sign. So $24.99, it's all you can eat Mexican, and it's good. It's actually really good Mexican food. And then here you have the Jean-Philippe sign. It's all spinny, it's kind of fun to watch. And then this is also Jean-Philippe, but this is their crepes and gelato station. And let me tell you, they have amazing gelatos. And they do make them here fresh. And they have these cool mechanisms to close it. But yeah, today they have Rocky Road. I hope that's the peanut puree. That's really good. Banana, strawberry, raspberry cheesecake, pistachio. Good morning. Oreo cookie. So they have a ton of stuff there. And you can enjoy I don't know if you can see the prices on the camera, but you can enjoy those. And then they also have smoothies. And this is some of their crepe options. There's their crepe menu. This is their specialty crepes. We have not had a crepe here yet. I don't know if we're gonna have time to. Unfortunately, we only did a 3-day sailing. I feel like we should have done much more. So that's on the port side. And starboard across from it is pretty much the rest of your shopping, except for some small stores. So you have bags and accessories on here. Okay. And then you have your jewelry. And then, as always, every cruise I've ever been on has like 4 watch shops. They just combine them into one here. And then they have this very interesting statue that I can sympathize with, because that's what it feels like every time you go shopping. So it's nice. And then when they do the sales and stuff, they put the tables in here. So it keeps it all off the Galleria floor. So on the port side, they have I am not going to butcher the French language so much, but it's a bistro, and they have a special where you can get a giant Angus burger and a draft beer for $10. So it's mainly a bar. They do have a piano in the back, so there is entertainment over here. They also do like a continental breakfast in the morning. And then you have the Galleria, and this is the no duty, where you can buy alcohol, candy. They have all these various things, toys, sundries, that type of thing. Anything you may have forgotten, like toothpaste, you can get it there. And that is on the starboard side. And straight across from it, on the port side, you have the MSC Foundation store. And if you don't know about the MSC Foundation, this is the it's a word that's hard to pronounce, but I can say it in my head really well. It's their donated arm. It's their charity arm of MSC. So when you buy something from there, it goes towards the MSC Foundation. Probably the most recognizable thing of an MSC Foundation is Ocean Key. So if you love Ocean Key, that is all part of the MSC Foundation. It's all about preserving the oceans. So on the starboard side, we have another jewelry shop. This is where they have the Swarovski crystals, and then we'll show you some more Swarovski crystals here in a second. You can't buy those though. You can buy these, you can't buy those. And on the port side is the MSC store, and of course, the rather large model of Grandiosa. Now, MSC makes it easy on me. They always put their models in the store, so they're easy to find, whereas Royal Caribbean hides them all over the ship. Also, on the port side, you have your photo gallery and the iris photo thing. So if you want to spend a fortune to get a picture of your eye, this is where you come. Good morning. And then you have your regular photo stuff over here also. On the starboard side is a bar. You have your interesting statues reading. So the bar is at the aft section. This is the edge bar. They also have coffee there. I see a lot of people getting coffee. Now we're going to come back over here in a second. We're going to continue heading aft on deck 6. This is where there's quite a few. I think they have more photo stuff here. Yeah. They have that interesting. I guess it's a sculpture of sorts. But this is where they have several of their restaurants. They just got done serving breakfast. So, there's Le Perla? They have two sides. There's Greasy and Gregia. And then they don't do lunch on sea days. And that's pretty much it. And they have a wine area. It looks kind of cool. It's like a wine tasting area. And then all the way in the back, you have the La Luga restaurant. La Luga. And that's another one of the dining. The doors are closed, so I can't get in there. We don't have that dining, so I don't have any images of it. But that's where it's located. And then you do have restrooms. Also, before you get into it, you have your men's and women's. Women's on starboard, men's on port. So they have no consistency on that. All right, we are gonna head down back to the Atrium, and I get to show you the other Swarovski crystals. Coming back out of the restaurant area on deck 6, heading forward, you have your elevators on the port and starboard. And stairs, but we're not taking those stairs. We're gonna take the fancy stairs. We'll come out this way, at least there's something more to see. That's just the photo gallery. It's just the back of the photo gallery. All right. Like I said, at a port day, deck 4 is your exit. Now, come back out to the infinite atrium. And here's your Swarovski crystal stairs. If you know MSC, you know they're famous for these, except for World America, where the only time you can see these is in Yacht Club. But Grandiosa's a little different than Seashore, and that you also have the crystals in the stage. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna head down to deck 5. Now deck 4 is exit and medical. Being a port day, they're gonna be super busy. I make no guarantees, but I will try to get down to deck 4 tonight and get you some video of that. It's not that interesting, honestly. All right, so we are on the port side. You have your excursions desk. This is the Diamonds International. This is the shopping thing, the port shopping desk. You have your excursions desk. At the forward area, you also have a business center. You have your unique elevators over there too. Voyager Club info. If you're not part of the Voyager Club and you're taking an MSC cruise, become part of it, and you can start getting, after that first cruise, you start getting 5% discounts on your cruises. So might as well take advantage of that. And as you get up in level, you get more and more benefits. So you see they have piano, and customer service is busy, apparently. And then deck 5 is also a bunch of cabins in the front, so. And then finally, you have your infinity bar. I don't even know if you can get to the cabins. You can, right over there. So this is the Infinity Bar, and we're gonna head back aft. It's kind of a neat little bar, especially this little area. They have these jutting out everywhere. I almost forgot. One other place. We're gonna head back. And this is the Purple Crab dining room. This is also one of the main dining rooms. It's not large, which is they kind of spread it out into different smaller venues. So you can kind of see it they're working on there. So I don't want to interfere too much. All right, and I do have a little bit of footage I'll throw in there. So the Purple Crab is the main dining we're at. First night, we had to try it. We probably won't be back to that and doing the buffet. Two reasons. One, the food was very disappointing. And two, and these are staple MSC foods that we're always familiar with. And then the second part to that is timing. It's not very good on timing. Our dining time is 7 o'clock. A lot of the events I'm going to do is at 7 o'clock. So we're just doing the buffet at 6 for dinner. Last night was pretty good in the buffet. Quinnen enjoyed it a lot. I didn't have a lot of stuff I enjoyed, but worst case of the buffet, I can get the pizza. Like I said, MSC pizza is some of the best at sea. All right, so I might get some Deck 4 video later. If I do, I'll throw it in. If not, I'm sorry. Forgive me. It's not very interesting. It's just where the medical is. And medical is at the forward area of the ship. So if you do need it, use the forward elevators to get down there. All right, so that should wrap up this ship tour. Thanks for joining us. It's always fun doing them because I find things I haven't actually seen during the cruise. And as always, join us on the next adventure.